Alright, what's going on, guys? This is Car Review Guys here. Hey, we're going to go over to Kia, and first off, I'm going to get a oil change in my girlfriend's car, because she has a Optima EX. And while we're over there, they're kind enough that they're going to let us check out a couple special cars. So let's go check them out, and let's see what you guys think. Alright. Heated in seat for my girlfriend's car, and it also has the heated steering wheel. So nice and warm because it is a toasty 15 degrees. And this is the GT2 V6 Twin Turbo, all-wheel drive, and the 4-cylinder is actually the all-wheel drive option as well. can tell, we have the Kia Stingers. We have a white 4-cylinder turbo, and we have a V6 Twin Turbo GT2. So what we're going to do is do a side-by-side comparison, see how they compare to each other. Is one worth more money than the other? All right. At the GT2, you can see the side vents as well. My finger's through it right now, and from the outside you can see they're pretty good size. That way these brakes can get nice and cool considering the Brembos, because this car has plenty of power. Very nice front fascia. On the base Stinger, to open the trunk, it is actually manual, so you just push there, lift up, and voila, it is now open. Now let's go to the GT2. Now on the GT2, you just press the button, and boom, it goes up for you, which is a pretty nice feature. So now it's hands-free. Inside, there's about 20 cubic feet. If you lay the seats down, there's roughly 40, so you're about doubling your space. Nice thing about a hatchback for sure. Okay, so I've laid the seats down for you guys. Looking in here now, I mean, look at all the space that you can have. So now, I mean, you're at easily 4 golf bags, if not more. Very impressive. Now, to shut the rear hatch, you just go up here and press that button there, and voila, all the work has been done for you. Now for the interior of the GT2. First impression, it's a two-tone. You have a very nice aluminum looking speaker, and I don't know, just the interior is simply incredible. And then up here you have the vents and the 2 different charging ports. Let me flip them open for you. And there you go. One's USB, one's standard. So looking in front, right off the get-go, we have the Stinger in the mats. And then a very nice center console with the heated and cooled seats on passenger and driver, and the heated steering wheel. And then this also has the electronic shifter
Right there's your different drive mode selector, your parking brake, and traction control. Alright, on the base, let's go ahead and shut the rear hatch. You grab up here in this opening and pull it down. Not rocket science, but there you go. So to the interior of the base. So first off, it is black on black, and you no longer have the Harman Kardons. It is just a normal speaker. And in here is your center rear console with the vents, no different than the GT2. Definitely missing the two-tone that the GT2 has, though. Definitely a nice touch on that. Alright, so now we're looking at the outside. Now, let's discuss how you lock and unlock. So when you lock, you press the button, the mirrors will fold. Unlock, boom, they unfold. Now moving on to the inside. Once again, still black on black. There is the manual gear shift that I was speaking of before. It is not electronic. There's your center, heated seats, heated steering wheel, and your auto on and off, along with the parking sensor, and then of course your drive mode selectability and the emergency parking brake, which is now electronic. And you guys can see all of the other buttons, dual zone temp. And of course over here is your steering wheel with your controls. Sitting in the seat, it's quite comfortable, good bolsters, but let's go ahead and get it started. And looking at the vents on this car, let's hit confirm here first. There's the 7-inch screen instead of the 8 that the GT2 has. And over here is your gauges. Good numbers, but nothing too fancy over here. Notice the smaller display in the middle. And down there is your gas cap, lane keep, and the light controls for dimness and brightness. Here's all of your phone call, volume, voice command, the typical stuff you see on cars like this. The paddle shifts, again, still on the small side, but nice aluminum material. And then over here are your cruise control settings. And that's your adaptive cruise control, on or off, and then of course cancel. But definitely nice to have the adaptive. And looking at these vents, which I started to say at the beginning, really remind me of a Pagani Huayra, which is really funny just because they look almost like a jet. But yeah, pretty cool to see something like that in this car. Alright, and so for whatever reason, as you can see, everything I'm saying is not what I am saying because my mic decided not to work while I was doing this part of the driving. So, all I am saying in this is let's roll, get it down the road, and my first impression of this car is wow. And that is it, and it's a good wow. So, alright, without further ado, let's continue on. Stupid mic. Yeah, I've honestly got to say this car rides really smooth. So what I'm zooming in on is the C7 Z06. And of course, I'm not going to take the time not to show that car. Good looking car. Older gentleman driving it. The rear window is definitely on the smaller side, which I believe I've said before, but far from a very negative thing to what's going on. We're sitting at a red light, so let's get on it. Let's see what this little 4-cylinder can do. And wow, okay. Just because it's a 4-cylinder does not mean it can't take off. That's pretty powerful. Wow. Okay. That's awesome. Wow. Yeah, that has me speechless. Quiet but fast. Here's your different drive modes. You can switch through the different ones, and let's leave it on sport. Well, there it is. I wanted to take the time while I'm backing this up here. Sorry, concentrating. There's a little bump, and I just want to make sure it's parked away safely. To show you the backup camera, nice crystal clear picture, actually. Definitely better than some of their previous models that I've seen, like from 2015 and stuff. So, yeah. Now we're in the GT2. One of the first things you'll notice is the flat bottom steering wheel, which really gives it a sporty feel. And it also has the big LCD display in the middle of the two gauges. Now you can see a little better. We do have the 8-inch instead of the 7-inch in the 4-cylinder for the display. And here is the electronic gear shift opposed to the other one in the 4-cylinder. And you can push this back and it'll stay, and there are your outlets. So you have 2 USB, an aux, and a standard. So the 10 and 2 notches here are very nice. It's in a perforated leather, which is a very good touch as well. Perfect thickness for the steering wheel. The GT logo. And there is the display I was talking about in the middle that you did not have in the last car. And there are your different modes that you can go through for your drivability, which I will say definitely work in this vehicle quite well. Paddle shifter is a little bit on the small side, however, still very nice, good material. And then the doors just look great with the two-tone. Once again, good materials, and the aluminum speaker down through there, Harman Kardon. And then, of course, your lane keep and gas cap, 2-seat memory adjustment, another speaker, and your blind spot monitoring, if you can see it right there. Now, the visibility out the back glass is a little small, but that's okay. It's really not bad. Now, here's the sunroof. It is one touch. As you can see here, the shade will go all the way back. Now, this is not a panoramic roof, but it is not your standard size sunroof. It is much bigger than that. So, now you have your net windscreen, as most sunroofs have. And it is also a one-touch close. Alrighty, and now we're getting this shut back. Perfect. So here in the center, we have the heated and cooled seats. You push up for the heated seat in this, but actually in the other vehicle, you push down because there's no cooled seat. But this one does. Heated steering wheel as well, which we're definitely going to have on because it's cold. Drivability, you have your drive modes, and of course your parking brake. Good material. This is soft touch, which is nice, feels very genuine. And of course it has HUD, also known as heads-up display. Hopefully you can see this. Alright, let's get on it. Oh my goodness, the acceleration of this car. Wow. Coming around the turn in all-wheel drive almost wants to come loose, but it doesn't. Simply incredible. Wow. This is a heck of a car, guys. And of course the HUD. I just love it. I love it. If you want to see more about HUD, like such as the ZL1, check out some of my other videos. But man, guys, I mean, I just thank you. Oh, big house. And those guys at Martin Kia, some of the nicest people there. If you need any vehicle, feel free to get a hold of them. If you check out my Instagram, I'm going to have a business card of one of the gentlemen. Be sure to check him out. Super nice guy, willing to help you out. Will go the extra mile, whatever you need. They'll take care of you. Best Kia dealership I've ever been to, and no, I'm not paid in any way, shape, or form by them to say any of this. Alright, we're cruising the speed limit here at 35. Here's the mirror, what it looks like to look out of, because obviously every mirror has a different shape. Little pull. Oh man, takes my breath away every time. That was just wow. Guys, this is coming from somebody who owns several other cars that are definitely fast. And this car, I'm telling you, is fast. Not it's Kia fast, not it's kind of fast for a four-door. It's fast. That's the only word to describe this car. Fast. But yeah, yeah. Once again, I should hopefully have some more reviews coming for you guys. Yeah, sorry, this car. Look at the acceleration. Had to get to that intersection back there, but all right. Well, we're returning back to Kia here. Like I was saying, gonna have a lot of more reviews coming for you guys. thanks to Martin Kia and maybe Martin Dodge here before long. Great working with the general manager there. Nice guy. An actual car guy who loves cars and likes to make customers happy. That's what I appreciate about this and this dealership and them giving me this opportunity. So here we are back at Martin Kia. And again, guys, thank you so much for this.